the Aleutian Islands, the way of life often begins and ends in water. For ancient inhabitants of the islands, it was a simple relationship.
They were sea mammal hunters, they were fishermen, they collected a lot of food in the tidelands.
Today, fishing vessels ply these rich waters like trucks traveling highways. They catch cod, pollock, and king crab, and they deliver it to massive processors in places like Dutch Harbor in Aleutian, which is home to the largest seafood plant in North America. Trident Seafoods is accessible only by boat or a 9-passenger World War II seaplane. On a good day, rough swells and a strong wind can welcome the Groom and Goose to Aleutian. On a bad day, it stays home. Today our flight is not only smooth, but the rarest of events greets us as we splash down in Aleutian Harbor. Sunshine.
It's not like this every day here.
The quiet little fishing village of Aleutian sits perched on the shoreline as it has for generations. In the opposite direction is the massive Trident Seafood plant. Other than those two features, Aleutian is a barren rock in the Bering Sea. Still, its rugged beauty is enough to attract some people to its shores.
I started working for Trident Seafood. Fillets are sorted out one by one the summer of 1986.
Abbasian is an Iranian immigrant who started out as a processor on the slime lines just like everyone else.
I came up here from Seattle area and I fell in love with the land, and I've been here ever since.
He knows all of the jobs involved in processing seafood, starting with the boats.
This boat holds about 470,000 pounds of pollock.
Workers stick large vacuum lines into the boat's hold and literally suck the fish into the waiting maws of this behemoth.
This factory is capable of processing over 3 million pounds of pollock a day.
The factory is a city, complete with laundry, food, sanitation, and transportation departments.
At the height of our processing season, we employ 1,150 people.
The workers spend up to 3 or 4 months at a time here.
Our busiest season actually starts in January and it'll go through February, March, and the most part of April.
Accessibility is an issue for Trident Seafoods as there is no medical facility nearby.
So if there's a severe injury or a medical condition, most of the time we cannot get a plane in here, so we usually have to call the Coast Guard, and they can be anywhere from 4 to 8 hours away with a chopper.
So it begs the question, why Aleutian?
Well, we're in a protected harbor, so when the winds are blowing from northwest, east, or south, we're protected over here, and we're also very close to some of the richest fishing grounds in the Bering Sea.
It's a huge advantage.
Being close to the fishing ground makes you able to bring in the best raw material that you can, therefore making the best quality product that you can.
After all, freshness equals profit.
Their quota for this season is 108,000 pounds.
This crew can't wait to get back out on the water.
At this year's price, that's $750,000.
And just as water sustains the fish and crab that fill the factory, it might be the hardest working crew member too.
Without water, you couldn't process fish. You use water to pump the fish, you use it to wash the fish, you use it to transport parts of the fish, and of course for machinery that fillets it.
Seafood is a long-standing part of Aleutian life, a bounty and a curse. In the Aleutian Islands, water isn't part of the circle of life, it is the circle of life. For the morning edition, Tim Akamoff, Channel 2 News.